Hi, I'm Bob DeLamartre. In this week's key concept discussion, we're going to talk about risk control techniques. We will discuss the 6 broad categories of risk control techniques, which include number 1, avoidance, number 2, loss prevention, number 3, loss reduction, number 4, separation, number 5, duplication, and finally, number 6, diversification. Now, the purpose of the risk control technique of avoidance is to totally eliminate the possibility of a loss. If you're concerned about suffering a loss while operating an automobile, for instance, you could simply never drive an automobile. As one of our former first ladies once said, just say no. There are, of course, some impracticalities when it comes to this technique, as you may need to drive a car to get to work. Our second loss technique is loss prevention. The purpose of this method is also to totally eliminate, or at very least minimize, any possibility of loss. If you lived on a first floor condominium or in a first floor condominium and you were concerned about someone breaking in one of your windows, you could install heavy steel bars to prevent that from ever happening. Our second technique, or third technique for discussion, is loss reduction. If you were building a brand new state-of-the-art home and want to reduce any potential loss due to fire, and mind you, this is a reduction in the potential loss, you can install a sprinkler system in your new home. Whereas this would not prevent a fire from happening, it would reduce any eventual loss due to this peril. Number 4, let's talk about the technique of separation. If the family has a collection of fine art and they do not want to have it be exposed to any one loss or incident, they could keep part of their collection in their home, and the rest of their collection they could keep in a bank vault for safekeeping. Our fifth loss control technique is duplication. If you have taken photographs of your personal possessions for the purposes of documentation in case of a fire, for instance, it would be wise to keep a duplicate set of these photos in another location. Our last technique that we're going to discuss is diversification. If the family is concerned about having all of their assets invested in one type of security, in other words, putting all of their eggs in one basket, as the old cliche goes, they could invest in a variety of stocks, bonds, and other types of investment instruments, and therefore spread their risk and make any potential losses more predictable. Well, as you can see, by using some or all of these 6 loss control techniques, an individual or family can control their exposure to loss. Thanks very much. I'm Bob DeLamartre.